later on in the afternoon.
These three amendments have already been extremely ably introduced by the noble Lord Ravensdale and the noble Lady Baroness Boycott, and it's a pleasure to speak after them, and having attached my name to all three of these amendments. I'll just very briefly sum up the overview of what they're all seeking to achieve. 134 and 135 are about community energy. So this is where people can get together as a community, decide what they want their local energy system to look like and deliver it. There is no need for any Westminster involvement, no need for any big multinational company involvement. This is a chance for communities to get together. And surely, and I note that the noble Lord Lucas has signed both 134 and 135, this is something that would be seen to be utterly in line with Conservative approaches. And I note that in the other place among the signatories, the hundreds of signatories, is Sir Graham Brady. So if you want a full political spread, perhaps from me to Sir Graham Brady will pretty well cover the breadth of support for this community energy. Just briefly on 94, we know that there's a huge concentration of power and resources, and the reins are held very tightly by Westminster. What we've seen, as the noble Lord Ravensdale set out, already in Wales and Scotland, they have seen the importance of local decision-making to solve local problems, to ensure that they are able to deliver renewables with local people making the decisions about where they go, what they look like, how they're distributed. And indeed, as the noble Lady Baroness Boycott said, this could be very much a local poverty alleviation issue. This could be very much a levelling up type approach. So these amendments, I acknowledge that the noble Lord Cullen and the Minister has very kindly had meetings with us, discussed these amendments, and we keep being told that this is something the government would kind of like to do eventually, but it's all too difficult. Well, I think it's all worked out here. It's all set out here. It's clearly many, many people in the other place and here have been convinced that now is the time to go for community energy. And just a final reflection, I happened to be in a bed and breakfast in Norfolk this morning, chatting across the table to some residents of Herefordshire, and they'd just driven across country and were about to drive back, and they were saying, "Where are all the solar panels? We can't see solar panels where we know we should see solar panels." And I said, the answer to this, to really scale up quickly, could be community energy.
My Lords, can I support Amendments 134 and 135?